Beneath our feet, the earth keeps secrets. Not merely bones or pottery, but objects that defy time, logic, and the very laws we believe govern our world. These artifacts are not just buried, they are concealed, as if the planet itself has swallowed them to protect truths too strange for daylight. They emerge not with the gentle whisper of history, but with the shock of impossibility. A hammer embedded in rock older than humanity. A battery predating electricity. Stones carved with knowledge no civilization should possess. These are not just relics, they are paradoxes, whispering to us from the dark. Listen closely. The ground beneath us is not silent. ## main site or subject description. The Earth's crust is a vault of the inexplicable. Across continents, diggers, miners, and archaeologists have uncovered objects that strain credulity, artifacts that should not exist, yet do. Their stories blur the line between history and myth, between the ingenuity of ancient minds and the unsettling possibility that our past is far stranger than we dare imagine. 1. The London Hammer, Texas, USA, ***. In 1936, a fossil hunter in London, Texas, split open a rock and found a modern-looking hammer embedded inside. The rock dated to the Cretaceous period, over 100 million years old. The hammer's wooden handle had partially fossilized, while its iron head showed no corrosion and an unusual composition of 96.6% iron, 2.6% chlorine, and 0.74% sulfur, an alloy unknown to metallurgy. 2. The Antikythera mechanism, Greece, ***. Pulled from a shipwreck off the coast of Antikythera in 1901, this corroded bronze device contained at least 30 interlocking gears. Created around 100 BCE, it modeled the motions of the sun, moon, and planets with precision rivaling 18th-century clocks. No similar technology would appear for another 1,000 years. 3. The Baghdad Battery, Iraq, ***. Discovered in 1936, these 2,000-year-old clay jars contained copper cylinders and iron rods. When filled with vinegar or wine, they produce a weak electric current. Found alongside ritual artifacts, their purpose remains enigmatic. Was it electroplating, medical treatment, or something else? 4. The Ica Stones, Peru, ***. Over 15,000 andesite stones allegedly found in Peruvian caves depict humans alongside dinosaurs, brain surgery, and advanced technology. While most are modern hoaxes, some predate modern paleontology. Their origins and meaning divide experts. 5. The Klerksdorp Spheres, South Africa, ***. Miners in South Africa have unearthed hundreds of metallic spheres from 2.8 billion-year-old rock. Some are perfectly balanced, with grooves suggesting machine tooling. Their composition, a nickel-steel alloy, defies natural formation. 6. The Genetic Disc, Colombia, ***. This black lyddite stone, allegedly pre-Columbian, features carvings resembling human fertilization and cell division, processes invisible without microscopes. Authenticity disputed, yet the imagery remains eerily precise. 7. The Saqqara bird, Egypt, ***. A 2,200-year-old wooden artifact discovered in Egypt resembles a modern glider. Its vertical tail fin and aerodynamic shape suggest an understanding of flight physics absent from ancient Egyptian records. 8. The Coso Artifact, California, USA, ***. In 1961, rock hunters in California split open a geode to find a metallic, ceramic-insulated object resembling a spark plug. The geode's formation dated to 500,000 years old, yet the artifact appeared machine-made. 9. The Lake Winnipesaukee Mystery Stone, New Hampshire, USA, ***. Found in 1872, this egg-shaped granite stone features drilled holes and spiral carvings resembling no known indigenous or colonial craft. It defies categorization, with no matching cultural context. 10. The Maine Penny, Maine, USA, asterisk asterisk. A 12th century Norse coin found in a Native American shell midden in Maine. While possibly a trade item, its presence raises questions about pre-Columbian transatlantic contact. These objects are not mere curiosities. They are fractures in the bedrock of history, through which strange light pours in. ## mainstream historical understanding. Mainstream archaeology approaches these artifacts with methodical skepticism, seeking rational explanations within established timelines and technological capabilities. The London hammer is attributed to a misread geological context. The rock layer surrounding it formed later than the Cretaceous period, possibly encasing a 19th century tool. The unusual metallurgy is dismissed as contamination or misanalysis. The Antikythera mechanism aligns with references in ancient Greek texts to complex geared devices. Its sophistication reflects Hellenistic astronomy and craftsmanship, not lost technology. The Baghdad battery is interpreted as a storage vessel for scrolls, with the metal components serving structural rather than electrical purposes. Similar jars without electrical properties exist. The Ica stones are largely deemed a hoax, with admitted fabrications by Peruvian farmers. Colonial-era mentions are seen as coincidental or misattributed. The Klarksdorp spheres are explained as natural concretions, mineral formations shaped by groundwater, not machining. Their perfection is an optical illusion. The genetic disk is dismissed as a modern creation, possibly inspired by 20th century biology. No verified pre-Columbian context exists. The Saqqara bird is considered a stylized falcon, a common Egyptian motif. Its aerodynamic shape is coincidental, not evidence of flight experimentation. The Koso artifact is a 1920s champion spark plug, misdated due to mineral deposits. The geode was a concretion that formed rapidly around the object. The Lake Winnipesaukee stone is a Native American gaming piece or ritual object, its unusual features reflecting cultural practices not fully understood. The main penny arrived via Norse trade routes to North America, documented in sagas and other finds like Lons Meadows. These explanations anchor the artifacts in a comprehensible past, where human ingenuity and natural processes account for their existence. ## what doesn't add up. Despite conventional frameworks, anomalies persist, details that resist easy categorization and invite deeper scrutiny. The London hammer's handle, partially fossilized, suggests great age. The rock matrix, initially thought to be Cretaceous, remains debated. Metallurgical analyses of the iron head reveal impurities inconsistent with 19th century manufacturing. The Antikythera mechanism's complexity arises without precursors or written instructions. Its gear ratios model lunar motion using Babylonian arithmetic, knowledge that appears and disappears in the historical record. The Baghdad battery's design, replicated in modern experiments, does produce electricity. If intentional, it predates known electrochemical cells by 1,800 years. No similar devices have been found in the region's extensive archaeological record. The Ica stone's alleged pre-Columbian origins are contentious. Some stones, documented in 16th century Spanish inventories, depict dinosaurs accurately, a concept unknown to 19th century hoaxers. The Klarksdorp sphere's equatorial grooves are too uniform to be natural. Their metal composition includes elements rarely found together in geological formations. The genetic disk's carvings, if genuine, imply microscopic knowledge. Critics argue it's a modern creation, but its alleged discovery predates widespread understanding of cell biology. The Saqqara bird's proportions mirror those of a modern hang glider. No known Egyptian texts reference flight, yet the artifact's shape is eerily functional. The Koso artifact's geode was composed of iron, not silica, unusual for natural concretions. The spark plug's design matches 1920s models, but its placement in a dense mineral shell defies rapid formation. The Lake Winnipesaukee stone's drill holes are too precise for Stone Age tools. Spiral carvings match no known Algonquian or colonial symbol system. The main penny's presence in a 12th century context is temporally plausible, but its isolated discovery lacks corroborating trade goods. These inconsistencies do not invalidate mainstream explanations, but they do create spaces where alternative narratives thrive. ## anecdotal/tribal/paranormal layers. Local legends and unusual experiences often shadow these artifacts, adding layers of human mystery to their physical enigmas. In Texas, stories persist of the London Hammer's discovery site having unusual magnetic properties. Workers reported tools malfunctioning nearby, and a sensation of watching eyes while excavating. The Antikythera mechanism was found near a site the ancient Greeks associated with the god Poseidon. Local fishermen speak of glowing lights in the water near the shipwreck, claiming the device woke something up. Peruvian villagers near Ica describe stones that sing when struck, a property allegedly demonstrated to early researchers. Some stones allegedly change weight under different lunar phases, a claim repeated by multiple witnesses. The Klarkstorp spheres are said to rotate spontaneously in certain conditions. Miners in South Africa refuse to keep them in homes, believing they bring bad luck or strange dreams. The Sakara bird was reportedly found in a tomb alongside an inscription translated by some as, "The Traveler Returns." Egyptian folklore includes tales of bird ships that carried souls to the stars. The Lake Winnipesaukee stone was allegedly discovered by a boy who had recurring dreams of a stone egg before finding it. Subsequent owners reported unsettling experiences, including unexplained temperature drops. These stories, whether folklore, exaggeration, or genuine anomaly, frame these artifacts as more than objects. They become characters in ongoing mysteries, their influence extending beyond their physical form. #fringe/speculative theories. Where mainstream archaeology sees coincidence or hoaxes, alternative theories propose connections to lost knowledge, advanced civilizations, or otherworldly origins. The temporal displacement theory suggests artifacts like the London Hammer or Koso artifact are modern objects somehow shifted into ancient rock layers, a glitch in causality rather than evidence of ancient technology. Ancient advanced civilization proponents point to the Antikythera mechanism and Baghdad battery as proof of forgotten technological peaks, possibly destroyed by cataclysms or suppressed by later societies. Alien intervention theories claim objects like crystal skulls or the genetic disk were left by extraterrestrial visitors, providing knowledge beyond human capability at the time. The simulation hypothesis interprets anomalies as glitches, in reality, artifacts that exist outside normal historical progression, hinting at a constructed nature of our timeline. Consciousness-encoded knowledge suggests some artifacts, like the Sakara bird or Ica stones, were created by civilizations that understood consciousness could be transmitted through objects, embedding information directly into matter. Alternative chronology theories propose that human history is far older or more complex than accepted, with civilizations like the builders of Puma Punku or Göbekli Tepe representing advanced pre-flood cultures. These theories are not mutually exclusive. They represent attempts to reconcile artifacts with humanity's place in a universe that may be stranger than our current models allow. #emotional, open-ended conclusion. These buried wonders, these hammers, batteries, and impossible stones, are more than relics. They are whispers from the earth, reminders that our past is not a closed book but a labyrinth. With each artifact that defies explanation, the walls of certainty crumble a little more, revealing corridors leading to questions we have yet to learn how to ask. What hands shaped the London Hammer? What mind designed the Antikythera mechanism's gears? What purpose drove the creation of the genetic disk's microscopic carvings? Are these objects mistakes in time, remnants of forgotten genius, or clues to a reality more fluid than we perceive? Perhaps the most haunting question is not what these artifacts are, but what they imply about us. If history holds such anomalies, what other certainties might unravel? What other buried truths await the strike of a shovel or the split of a stone? The earth keeps its secrets. But it also surrenders them, one by one, as if testing our readiness to expand our understanding. These artifacts are not just hidden, they are offered. The question is not whether we can explain them, but whether we can bear the implications of what they might reveal. Listen to the ground. It is speaking. What will you do when it tells you everything you know is wrong?